My name is Olivia. I'm 26 years old. I was born in Texas, in a town called Austin. My parents are teachers. They love books and stories. They taught me to dream and to help others grow. Since I was little, I loved the English language. I read every single day. Words felt like home. I studied hard in school, then went to university. I chose English education and never looked back. I wanted something different, a life full of meaning, new places, new people, and a big challenge. So I made a plan. I searched for jobs and sent many applications, hoping for good news. One morning, it arrived, an email from New York. They wanted to interview me. I was nervous, but ready. I called my mom. She said, "Go, Olivia. You have what it takes." Her voice made me brave. The interview went well. They asked about teaching and why I chose English. I answered with my heart. A week later, it happened. An offer to teach English in New York City. My dream was starting now. I packed 2 suitcases, books, clothes, favorite mug, photos of my family, and a heart full of hope. My parents hugged me. Tears filled my eyes. "Call us every day," my dad whispered softly. The airport was busy, people running, kids laughing. My flight was called. It was time to go. I sat by the window, watched the clouds move. Texas slowly disappeared below. New life was coming. I arrived in New York. Big buildings, loud streets, so many yellow taxis. Everything felt so fast. My apartment was tiny, just one small room, but it was mine. My own space, finally. I walked to school. Nervous, but excited too. Students smiled and waved. I smiled right back. The teacher before me left just one note. Be patient and kind. They need your heart. I stood in class, chalk in my hand. They waited in silence. Then I said, "Hello." My first lesson started. Slow, simple, full joy. They listened so carefully. I felt proud inside. Each student was different. Shy, curious, sometimes loud. Some loved to read, others loved to talk. We played word games, acted out funny scenes, laughed at small mistakes. Learning felt like fun. One boy said dog, but meant to say dad. We all laughed kindly, and he laughed too. A girl loved poetry. She wrote about dreams. Her words touched me. So pure, so honest. Sometimes they got frustrated. English is too hard. They'd cover their books and sigh with defeat. I told them gently, mistakes are how we grow. Keep trying, keep going. You're doing so well. We shared our cultures, food, music, family traditions. They taught me too. It was a gift. Fridays were always special. We played learning games. Winners got small prizes. Smiles filled the room. One day, a student stayed late after class. She whispered, "Thank you," then gave me flowers. I walked home smiling, feeling light and warm. This was my purpose. Teaching with heart matters. The city never sleeps. Cars honk day and night. Lights glow through windows. People rush everywhere, always. At first, I was lost. Too loud, too fast. I missed Texas skies and quiet, starry nights. But slowly, things changed. I found my rhythm. Coffee before school started. Walks in Central Park. I explored small bookstores, found cozy lunch spots, rode the subway daily, listened to street musicians. Weekends felt like magic. Museums full of wonder. Different cultures everywhere I turned. So much to learn. I made new friends, some from far places. We shared stories often, laughed over spicy food. Winter brought cold winds. I wore big coats, but snow felt magical, like scenes from movies. Evenings were peaceful moments. I'd journal and reflect, grateful for the day, hopeful for tomorrow's lessons. New York felt huge, but my heart grew. I belonged here now. This was my home. My students were curious, eyes wide with questions. Some spoke no English, others knew a little. Each name was unique, so were their stories, from many different countries, all learning together here. I used flashcards daily, simple words and images. Dog, apple, hello, thanks. We practiced with smiles. Some kids felt shy, others spoke with joy. We played learning games. Laughter filled the room. One student asked me, "Why is English hard?" I smiled and said, "Because it's full surprises." We sang silly songs, watched short fun videos, acted out small scenes, learning while having fun. Sometimes I felt tired. Lessons didn't go right, but I never quit. They needed me strong. I made lesson plans, late into the night, thinking of each child, how to help better. They taught me too, about patience and kindness. Teaching became my passion. My heart was full. Every smile meant progress. Every word felt powerful. We were growing together, one lesson at a time. New York felt alive. Noisy streets, bright lights, people rushed everywhere fast. So different from Texas. I walked to school, past bakeries and bookstores, smelled food from everywhere, heard 10 languages daily. Sometimes I felt lost. So many people around, but also felt free, like I could be anyone. On weekends, I explored Central Park in sunshine, museums full of wonder. Street musicians made me smile. I met other teachers from all over America. We shared our struggles, laughed about classroom chaos. One day it snowed, my first real blizzard. Texas never had this. I felt like dancing. I bought warm boots, learned to drink tea, started loving city life, even the loud nights. Subway rides were strange, crowded, noisy, exciting too. Sometimes I got lost, but found new places. I watched sunsets alone, thinking about my journey, far from my hometown, but closer to purpose. New York challenged me, but also changed me. Each day felt meaningful, and I kept growing. My students were curious, eyes wide with questions, some shy, some bold, all ready to learn. They came from everywhere: Brazil, Korea, Morocco, Ukraine. Each had a story. Each had a dream. One girl said softly, "I want to be doctor." Her voice shook gently, but her eyes shined. A boy loved jokes, even during grammar lessons. He said, "English hard, but you make fun." We laughed every day over verbs and mistakes. Learning turned into joy. Mistakes became our friends. They asked about Texas, horses, cowboys, and food. I showed them pictures and shared home stories. Sometimes I felt tired, but never gave up. Their progress inspired me. Their courage moved me. They learned from me, but I learned more about patience and hope, about starting again bravely. Their smiles stayed with me, even after class ended. Teaching was more than work. It was heart and purpose. In every lesson shared, we built something beautiful. Not just words, but connection, trust, and light. New York felt alive. Fast, loud, full energy. Every street had stories. Every face had history. I got lost often. Wrong train, wrong station. But I kept going, step by step forward. I loved the parks, especially Central Park mornings. Quiet paths, early light, peace in the chaos. Street music amazed me. Jazz on corners, violins in subways, voices that shook hearts. Food was everywhere, always. Pizza slices at midnight, curry from food trucks, sweet smells filled air. I met new friends, teachers, artists, dreamers, students. We shared dinners, laughs, and stories about everything. Sometimes I missed Texas, my family, slow sunsets, the wide open sky. But I felt strong. New York changed me. It tested my strength. It opened my heart. It gave me courage. This city taught lessons. Not from books, but from life real, raw, beautiful life. And I knew something. I didn't just move. I became someone new, a stronger, braver Olivia. Every student had dreams, some whispered, some loud, some afraid to speak. I listened to all. They came from everywhere. Colombia, China, Argentina, Sudan. Each voice, each story made my world bigger. We practiced every day. Small talks, big ideas. Mistakes were welcome here. Growth lived in effort. Some days felt hard. Long hours, tired minds. But smiles kept me going, and laughter filled the room. One girl said shyly, "You speak slow?" "Thank you." Her eyes were bright. My heart nearly burst. They taught me too, about culture, courage, resilience, how to try again, even when afraid. Teaching wasn't just grammar. It was confidence, expression, connection between souls, word by word. I saw them change, timid to bold speakers, lost to found voices. That was the magic. I felt deep purpose. Every lesson meant something. Every student mattered deeply, and I belonged here. I wasn't just teaching, I was building bridges between languages, between lives, and it changed mine. The city moves fast. Lights, horns, rushing people. But I found peace in my small classroom. New York became home. Not just the skyline, but the daily rhythm. Coffee, chalk, voices rising. I still missed Texas. Family dinners, starry nights, my mother's warm hugs, my father's calm voice. But I felt strong. Here by choice, not chance. Teaching with passion daily, living my purpose fully. I saw my students pass tests, get jobs, call their families proudly in perfect English words. Each success felt personal, like planting seeds gently and watching them bloom in this new world. Some asked me often, "Why do you teach?" I smiled and said, "Because it matters." And it really does. Not just grammar rules, but hope, dignity, possibility. One lesson at a time. Now I walk proud, from Texas to here, with heart wide open to all I meet. This is my story, and maybe, just maybe, it will inspire yours to begin today. What did you think of Olivia's story? Have you ever moved to a new city to follow your dream? What was your biggest challenge in starting over? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your story too. If this story moved you and you enjoy real stories told in simple English, please like this video, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next story. And remember, even small steps can lead to big changes.